Good morning. So this is going out to Rivki Burton Walker. Question about Capture One and catalogs and sessions and all that. So just kind of wanted to show what I do because I think there was some doubt that Capture One has good cataloging options. So I do and have used the catalog. So if I click here, this was my catalog from most of 2018, and I think I probably have like 60,000 pictures, and it's a hot mess. Just loading it up takes a while. It's big, it's clumsy, and so I kind of quit doing that, and now I just use sessions. So as you know, if you want, you just go File, New Session. You come in here, you say, I don't know, something like February 21st, and if you notice, in my location for this under my catalog, I just made a folder called 2019. So this is what I meant by using your directories. So next year I'll do another folder with 2020. And this will go ahead and I'll probably shoot some pictures today. So I'll say February 2021. I'll just leave it at that. So I'll hit OK. And it's going to start me off with the new session. And then obviously I'll go to import and go ahead and pull in my pictures. And it's going to create, the selects, output, all that good stuff. So whenever I go to my directory, here's my drive, Capture One. Here's my catalog. Here's that big crazy catalog. I don't even know what it is. So this is like this massive thing. So it's like 100 gigs. And that's cold, so nuts. But here, 2019, I have these a little bit more simple ones. I've been using dates. I can just right-click and rename these. It's not a big deal. But here was the February 21st, and here's my info. So, if I needed to come in here, I can find other ones where they import into the folder. And then as I've done any selects or I do output, so here's all my output in JPEG. So these are all ones that I've actually developed and sent up. And I mentioned in Facebook, I do everything automatically copy with Google. So right now you can see Google is syncing. So let's just talk about it. So I know I had a photo shoot the other, last week down in Atlanta. So I'm just going to say Atlanta City. So I did a bunch of cityscape pictures. And it doesn't really matter if I did this a week ago, a month ago, 6 months ago. It's going to run through, Google is going to run through all my pictures, and I can see information. So here's the actual shoot I did, and I can see any of my pictures. And just by clicking on this, I'm going to be able to get my information right here, and I can go into my info. And normally I do this on my phone, which is kind of super convenient. But, well, I know the date, which is the most important thing. You can get the EXIF data pretty easily. Actually, if you're doing it on mobile, it's even, here's more Atlanta city pictures, and it knows that I shot these in Atlanta, or it's guessing. And again, here's Atlanta from back in December. Here's Atlanta from, back in September. And I can quickly come in here, and if I know the date, then I'm able to quickly navigate to my catalog sessions. And this goes for anything. I mean, Google Photos is great, and it's really helped me streamline. I can do beach, Florida, and I can see any of the, major things I did, down in Florida. So here you go. And I can look by date and try to find my pictures. So, hey, this was one of the ones where obviously I was with my family. And I can come in here and I can find the picture, and here it is. So, and I can get that information. It's interesting that right now I don't see the quick info in Google Chrome. I could save image as and I can get information, but I swear to you, on your phone, the Google Photos app, you just go and click the little menu button and you can click info. I do all my searching on my phone. I actually don't ever do it here because I don't need to go to a new screen. I can just pull it up on my phone while I'm also in Capture One. And then I can obviously come in here and find that range. Now, I couldn't have done that if I was in my big honky catalog, it's going to load it, and I have all session. I did use kind of import sessions, even though they're fake sessions. They're really importing into the catalog. But you'll see here, every time I open this catalog, look, it's got to grind through, and I did some extra culling earlier this year, and it's literally, before I culled even more, you could tell, like, these are all green now. I had, I don't know, 10,000 pictures, and every time I booted up Capture One, it was a bummer because I kept having to wait. Mind you, I'm in all session. I could just try to limit it to one of these, and here are those mini sessions. So you can replicate this within a catalog, but for me, I found it easier just to be able to have this drop down, and instead of having a catalog, be able to have my different sessions here. And that's what I'm doing going forward. So here's, again, I can pop over here to Bobby Night, and then here's my pictures of Atlanta. It's all pretty quick. Now it's having to save that catalog, that big monstrous thing, and that's what's saving. It's not the loading of this new session, which is immediately fast. It's because now I clicked around in that catalog, the big scary one, and now it takes a long time. So anyway, that's kind of how I do it. I hope it's helpful, and I think that's it.